Good evening, tribe. I hope everybody had a great week. This is the Friday roundup. I told y'all last week I would try this to do something so that, for me to tie up loose ends, talk about what's been going on, and kind of touch on some things that I either forgot to put in my videos or that type of thing. So I had to keep a list because y'all cut up this week. It was a whole lot of shit going on this week. So let me try to hit them. First of all, let me take care of some housekeeping. Make sure you click subscribe and like the video. I hope you guys enjoying the podcast. I see where people have been actually listening to the podcast. I am in the process of uploading last week's the actual video from last week. We were trying something different. We were going to video, but I wanted to edit it down. It was new and we were playing around with some stuff. So I wanted to try to edit it down. So I'm still in the process of doing that. But that will be uploaded. Hopefully, I ain't even going to put a time on it. But it'll be uploaded. I don't think we're taping an episode this weekend, partially on my end. I have some stuff to do Saturday. Sunday, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I want to go see Infinity Wars. The bitch want to go to the movies. So I am going to drop a review of Infinity War once I go see it. But if we could squeeze something in Sunday after the movie, then we'll do that. I really want to try to get Face to sit in and do the review with me because he is more the comic book junkie than I am. I like comic books. I grew up with X-Men. I grew up, Wonder Woman is my bitch. I got the whole Wonder Woman series on, DVD, all that good stuff. But when it comes to this new stuff, you know how all that goes. One thing, it's a lot. And I think a lot of people are going to Infinity Wars thinking it's going to be like Wakanda the sequel. And it's not it. It does have a lot to do. Like, it takes place in, a part of it takes place in Wakanda. And you're going to see a lot of the characters from Black Panther. But please, people, don't go out there acting a fool going into the movie thinking it's going to be Black Panther Part 2. It's not. It's going to be a whole lot of other people in there. And so, anyway. But that's my weekend. I got a few other things going on. Girl, I babysat my nephew last night. That little boy wears me out. I love him dearly, but that boy got energy. Whew. Y'all almost didn't get y'all drag race review last night, fooling with that one. But anyway, so let's start on this list, y'all. Let's start on this list. First of all, let's talk about these housewives. They got Kim Zolciak all the fucking way together. Now, this is what I am going to say, though. I think that the soundbite that Bravo used, I understood what Kim was saying, and I think it went left. And when Kim's apology, which, look, okay, Kim is a bitch. She's on some bullshit, and I think Kim got some racist tendencies. So let me get that out the way, because I don't want nobody to think I'm apologizing, making any apologies, defending, or nothing else. Let's be clear. But what I am going to say is I don't think that Kim was saying there was no racism. I think what Kim was saying was that they've been accusing her of being racist since the show started. And now, fast forward 10 years later, with social media being more prevalent, the shit that she does is going viral. And that's what she was really upset, because she couldn't lie her way out of none of that shit. Everything that she tried to say, Bravo had the fucking receipts for. And Kim gonna try to whisper to Andy, talking about why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? Andy was like, you were on video. Like, I'm not doing anything to you. You were clearly seen on video doing everything you said you did not do. And that's the problem. So, no, I'm not making no apologies for you. You still on some bullshit, Kim. You ain't got no ally here, so let's be clear about that shit. But I don't think you were saying racism just started with social media. I don't think that's what you were saying. I think that what you were saying was that social media is highlighting and making it seem worse, which is bullshit, because it's not. Social media is just making sure that y'all see what we see. Understand what I'm saying? People acting like young boys getting shot by the police is some new shit. No. Y'all just seeing what we see. Because now it's on video. Now it's in your living rooms. Now it's going viral. Not to go too deep, but that's like going back to the civil rights movement. Whole lot of people didn't give a fuck about what was going on in the South until they saw little black kids being attacked by dogs and being chased down the street with water hoses. Then all of a sudden it was an issue and it was a concern and people were embarrassed. All right, so it's not that it's just happening. It's not that it's new. It's that y'all are seeing what we seeing. So Kim, I give you no passes. I just don't think that that's. I don't think that you were trying to say that racism didn't exist till social media. I don't believe that's what you were saying. However, bitch, I remember some racist things that you said. I remember when Candy first moved into her new house and you wouldn't drink in her home. She asked you if you wanted some drink. Oh no. I remember when you made the comment about I might have to make a quick getaway because this is the ghetto. Bitch, really? Have y'all seen Candy's house? The ghetto? What part of Candy's neighborhood? First of all, it's a gated community. And like she said, her ass lived down the street from the mayor of Atlanta. What part of ghetto do you think that is? Now, I've been to Atlanta, and I have friends who live in Atlanta, but I don't know the neighborhoods all like that. But what I do know is a gated community with the mayor down the street, it can't be the hood. Nope. Nope. I remember her making comments about watermelons. I remember her making comments about Candy having an indoor pool and not needing a tan. Bitch. I remember how you treated Sweetie's ass like a fucking slave. Now, she dealt with it. She collected that paycheck until she got tired of your ass, but bitch. And then on Sunday night, they got your ass all the way together. You lied and said that you saw Nene, then you said you didn't see Nene. Then you said you took the picture of Nene's car in handicap. Then you said somebody sent you the picture. You done told so many stories about that video in the bathroom. I don't even know where to start. Then you lied and said that you never showed Sheree the video of the bugs. I would never do that at the dinner table. That's just dirty. That's nasty. Bitch, they got you on tape showing the video to Sheree at the dinner table. Do I need to go on? And then I think to put a cherry on top of all of this whole thing, when your ass was crying to Andy talking about you didn't give me anything positive. There's nothing positive. Bitch, you didn't give nobody nothing positive. From the very first scene of the very first episode, you showed up on some bullshit. You showed up poking Kenya. And I ain't never liked Kenya on this show. I don't like the way she carries herself. I don't like the fact that she's an instigator. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that she throws rocks and hides her hand and try to act like, I don't know why they got so mad. All I said was, so, nah, I ain't never been no Kenya fan either on this show. However, your ass poked at her until her ass came back at you. And where her clap back was so serious, you ain't know what to do with it. Then you turned into the victim. Then you turned into Weeping Wanda. Then you were the little white woman that everybody is picking on, and your ass ran about the house with your fucking solo cup. Bitch, no. No. And all she did was throw in your own face some shit you said on social media. You say it was a joke. We say it ain't funny. Point blank. There it is. I never think it's funny to talk about prostituting my daughter for not a goddamn thing. It ain't shit out there that will make me send out a tweet saying who does my daughter have to suck to get whatever it is that you want. It's not even funny. That's not even a fucking joke. So no, we don't find it funny. Your brand of humor doesn't amuse us. And now you done halted filming on your show Don't Be Tardy for the Party. Now I done heard two different versions. I've heard that you halted filming because at this point you don't trust anybody. You think everybody's just trying to set you up and you want an apology from Bravo. Then I done heard the other side that Bravo was like, you need to issue an apology before we continue on with filming of your show. Now I saw that bullshit apology you posted on IG, so I'm wondering which version of the story was true. Because you done issued an apology. I ain't seen no damn apology from Bravo. And I'm pretty certain there's not one coming. So anyway, that's them housewives. And I didn't review Atlanta because when I started doing my reviews, the season was damn near over. So I wanted to start with shows like at the beginning. So that's why I did Beauty Bar, because that's when I started my reviews, was like the beginning of the Beauty Bar season. And Hip Hop Atlanta, so that's why I didn't review it, but that's where I stand on it. We'll see next week. They're supposed to be adding a new housewife because, of course, Sheree's not coming back, Kim's not coming back, and so they're supposed to be adding a new housewife. I'm not sure how much Eva is going to be on the show next season. I love how she carried herself. I have been a fan of her since America's Next Top Model, and I have followed her career, through social media and stuff. I don't know her personally, but I love her and I love the way that she carries herself. And of course, she just had that beautiful baby. So I'm wondering, it could go left or right. Either she could stay on the show and that would be part of her storyline, is her upcoming wedding and her newborn baby, or she could say, because I have a newborn baby and because I have this wedding coming up, I don't have time, nor do I want cameras in this process. So we could go left or right. So I'm not sure where Eva is with everything. Supposedly we'll know in the next couple of days who they're trying to get on the show. It'll be interesting. I'm not even gonna try to throw no names out because I don't know. Anyway, I didn't mean to talk about this long. So moving on. Next topic. Meek Mill's out of jail. Alright. I don't understand. I didn't understand what the big deal was. Meek Mill went to jail. He violated his fucking parole. I mean, is the justice system fair? No, it's not. Does it make sense to be on parole for 10 years? No, it doesn't. Hell, he'd have been on parole longer than if he had just took the fucking sentence and went to jail. However, ain't nobody tell you to fail your fucking drug test either. Ain't nobody tell you to violate your parole and leave town without talking to your parole officer. Like, here's the thing. Yes, you have the type of job where you have to travel and perform and things of that nature. But because you're on parole, you got to get permission. And if the judge says, no, you can't leave the city, then you got to tell the promoters, nah, I can't do that show. Like, Remy Ma was on papers when she got out. She had to get permission to go everywhere she went, and still had a hit record with Fat Joe and still traveled and all that good stuff. So, like, it ain't like it can't be done. You might miss some checks. You might not be able to get every show and book every show. But if the judge say you can't go, nigga, you can't go. I'm happy you out. Don't fuck it up. But I ain't throwing no goddamn parade. I ain't posting on my IG. I'm not... I just feel like I told y'all in a previous video, I worked in the criminal justice system for a few years. So I know the system is bullshit. I know that it's corrupt. I know that it's biased. I know that it's set up a certain way to round up young boys of color. I get all of that. But the same thing I tell my students, or I told my students, is that once you are in the system, that's the catch. That's the gag. You getting in the system is the gag. Then you got to play the game. And you got to play their game. You ain't got to like it. But until you can change the system, you got to work the system. And so you were on parole. You violated not once, not twice, but 3 times. And they hit you with a slap on the wrist the first couple of times. And at a certain point, people get tired. So I'm glad you out. Don't fuck it up. But that's all I got for that. See, I told you I had to keep a damn agenda. Now it done went somewhere. Where the hell did my agenda just go? What? Y'all? What just happened? Girl, my phone just deleted the agenda all by itself. Yo, my phone is possessed. That's some bullshit. Okay. Bill Cosby. Now, I don't have that many subscribers. I love each and every one of y'all. But I'm probably going to lose some with this. Bill Cosby is guilty. This was not a conspiracy by the man. This was not because he was trying to buy NBC. That's... Okay. The rumors about Bill Cosby have been around for years. Going back to the 80s. I remember hearing the rumors about Bill Cosby growing up. Bill Cosby made jokes about roofing, whatever the proper word is, but giving women drugs. He made jokes about it in his stand-up. He admitted it. Did y'all see that part? All these people that saying it's a conspiracy theory and they just trying to railroad Bill Cosby. Did you see the part where he admitted that he did it and then laughed about it? Did y'all see that in his deposition when he gave a deposition and he admitted that he did give women drugs without them knowing it and laughed about it? Here's the problem. In this era of Me Too, you guys, men, women alike, we've got to stop shaming the victim. Just because you don't want to accept that one of your heroes may be flawed, just because you don't want to accept that one of your heroes may have done something that you don't like, something criminal, something against the law, something immoral, does not negate the fact that it happened. You can deal with your disappointment about Bill Cosby. I'm disappointed too. I love Bill Cosby. But Bill Cosby lost me when he started talking about boys pull your pants up and women and teachers because I felt like you were coming from a place that you no longer understood and you didn't know. But I ain't going down that rabbit hole today. I'm back here. Do I think Bill Cosby will serve a day in jail? Probably not. He's 80 years old. He's half blind. He has money. His lawyers will probably keep him out of jail. Now, the civil suits, though, the civil suits is going to get his ass. That's what's going to get him. Them civil suits. And he's going to have to pay some money, like point blank period. He's going to have to come out his pockets. I'm not saying he can't afford it. I'm just saying what's going to have to happen. And it's unfortunate that in the twilight of his years, his career will be marred by this. And he has had a great career, an illustrious career, but it'll be marred by this because this is going to be the last thing that people see when they Google his name. This is going to be the last thing that people remember about him because at this point, it's not like he's going to make a comeback at 80 years old. Like, let's be real. Myself, personally, I'm disappointed. I'm saddened by it, but in no way, shape, or form am I going to make excuses or defend him. He violated young ladies. He violated their trust. He violated their innocence. He violated their nativity. Tongue-tied today. Naivete is the word I'm looking for. Not nativity. That's Jesus in the manger. He violated his wife. He violated his daughters. He violated his mother by treating other young ladies this way. And I believe the women. Do I think that all 62 women that accused him are telling the truth? Honestly, no. But do I believe enough of them are that it's true? Absolutely. Where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm sorry. 62 women accuse you of doing something. Even a broke clock is right twice a day. So I believe that he violated these women, and I believe that he did what he's accused of doing, and I believe he was sentenced fairly. The charges, so I heard other people saying, well, the charges are old. Why they getting him on these old charges? Is that a defense now? Is that a defense? Oh, well, these charges are old, so why are we talking about it? You raped me. You raped me. And for all these people that are defending Bill Cosby, I want you to do something for me. I want you to take Bill Cosby's name out of the story. And I want you to close your eyes right now. And I want you to imagine your daughter, your niece, your sister, your aunt, your female cousin coming to you, telling you that one of her mentors at school, someone who said he would help her get her career, he would help her advance her career, he would help her meet the right people, he would help her move with the movers and shakers, said, hey, meet me after work. We're going to sit down, we're going to talk, I'm going to share some things with you, I'm going to show you the ropes. And she woke up the next day naked in bed, violated. And when she comes to you and she tells you that story, you tell me your reaction. You tell me your reaction. Fuck the fact that it was Bill Cosby. Pay attention to the story. And on that note, I'm done. Kanye West. I think Kanye West fucking with y'all. For real. I really do. Kanye West is an attention whore. Kanye West likes to spark controversy. Kanye West likes to say black when everybody else is saying white. I also believe Kanye West had a mental breakdown 2 years ago, or however long ago that was, when he was on that tour and he had to come off that tour. I believe that Kanye West has never fully flushed out his grief over his mom's passing. I think he carries a lot of guilt about that because of how she died. The fact that the situation may not have occurred had he not had the money, had he not been Kanye West. Um, I believe that he is very much in love with his wife, but I also feel like he is struggling with balancing Kanye West from Chicago versus Kim Kardashian's husband. And I also believe that he knows that black folk are going to respond to him talking about Trump is cool. Like he's not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. And so I ain't paid no attention to that bullshit because I just think I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's him trying to get attention. I think it's him trying to tell us. I believe he has an album coming out. I believe he has another line of his clothing wear coming up. Yo, he ain't been on the front pages for a minute. Now everybody been talking about Kanye West for 2 days. I ain't falling for that okie doke. I ain't falling for that banana in the tailpipe. Kanye West can miss me with that bullshit, and I just don't think it's real. I think it's just made up. I think it's him, just seeking attention, and y'all gave it to him, so it worked. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes. I could be wrong, but I'm not. I could be though, but I'm not. And I'm gonna end on something happy because I don't review Star. I don't review Empire because for the same reason. The seasons had already started when I started doing reviews, so I didn't want to come in the middle of something. However, I am loving. Star took me a minute, y'all. It did. It took me a minute because Star debuted last year at a point where I was sort of sick of Empire, and so I put it in my. I set it up to tape. It was in my DVR, but honestly, I probably had about 5 or 6 episodes. Matter of fact, I didn't watch any of the episodes of Star until the summer. And I had like 10 episodes, however long the season was. I had all of the episodes in my DVR. So I just binged. One weekend, I just kind of watched all of them. So it helped that I was able to get the whole season at one time because I don't know if it would have held my attention watching it episode by episode. Just me. Me being a person that I am. Last season, I had to get used to the music breaks. I had to get used to the musical style of it. I really wasn't expecting that. So, like, the first couple of episodes, I was like, what? For real? We're doing another music break? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love musicals. So, once I put in my mind, like, it's just a musical. Crystal, it's just a musical. So, once I got that in my mind that it's a musical, I was like, okay, cool. Okay, all right. Star irritates the fuck out of me. Because if there ever is anybody that's getting in their own way, Star is the epitome of it. Like, it's almost like you want to lose. As hard as you try to win, it's like you want to lose. So anyway, fast forward to this season. Y'all, this season been off the hook. I'm almost regretting the fact that I'm not reviewing it because I have been loving it. This season is giving me everything. Do you hear me? And everybody's sleeping with everybody. All these backstories, side stories, love triangles. It's loving it. Loving it. Empire is just plateauing to me. I feel like Empire needs to make next season its last season and wrap up all of its storylines. I think we've gotten everything we're going to get out of it. Because now it's starting to turn into good times. Just a rich good times. Because it's like every time you feel like they're getting it in, Lucius do something to fuck up and everybody mad at him again. They're like Cookie said last week, Lucius, you mad about Jamal trying to kill you. I mean, not Jamal, the other son trying to kill you. Everybody at this table has wanted to kill you. And they keep bringing back Nika. If they don't kill that bitch, don't kill that bitch. But I think she's going to double cross Eddie. I really do. Nika's all about the money. She's all about getting that paper, and she's all about going to the highest bidder. And she tried that shit before, double cross. She's tried to double cross Lucius twice. It ended up on the short stick both times. I think that I think that she's Lucius's whole card. I really do. I think that Lucius knows I think that Lucius, because they know each other so well. It's like playing chess with the person who taught you how to play chess, but you've now become the master. And so it's like, I know all your moves. I know how you play. So just like they keep telling each other, hey, you taught me. You know me. Lucius knows every move Eddie's making. And so you think Lucius doesn't know that Nika has control of that girl's stake in Empire? You think she don't know about that? I mean, he don't know about that. So I think it's a setup, personally. And again, I could be wrong. We're gonna see. But I think that Lucius knows that Eddie was gonna make that move, and I think he got to her first. And I think she's playing along, and she's double agent. And I think Lucius done promised her some shit that he ain't gonna give her. But anyway, so y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I have talked a long time, but I hope y'all enjoy what I had to say. Again, like I said, this is something I'm trying. I'm gonna see how it works out. But this week just gave me a lot. It was a lot of shit going on this week. I really didn't even touch on everything. I tried to just hit the high points. But again, put it in the comments. Tell me what you think. Even if you disagree, I want to hear that too. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace.